Welcome to another live stream of custom screen printing. My name is Wayne and I am your host. Here, look forward to coming in tonight and talking with me tonight. And if you have something interesting to talk about, come in and chat and talk about it. We know we don't have drama on here. We're drama free, and we don't say things about anybody and no talking about anybody's channels. I just want people to get along with everybody, love one another, be a family, and let's get this thing on up and running tonight. We uh, we are a good, strong channel on here on YouTube, and we're gonna get this up and running. I hope I see my one of my top mod dragon. I haven't seen him in a while, so hopefully I'll see him sometime. Whatever he's doing, hope he's all right. A squirrel might be in. Hey, BC Family Dispatch, what's going on, man? I seen you in other channels. You're doing the right thing by going to other channels. I told you that. You're doing good. But we're here tonight, and we're gonna have a good old stream. We'll see who else comes in here tonight. We have five up there already. Wow, we're growing up. We're getting going here. Cool. Hey, look who's here, man! My buddy. Come on up here, um, Shane. Here's the link. Come on up here, Shane. Come on up here, Shane. Step up to the panel, dude. Come on, Shane. Hey, John Paul. Hey, John Paul. How you doing, bud? Shane the man, come on up here on this panel, dude. Tell me how you're doing there, you. Who's this? BC Family. Hey, BC Family. Hey, Steven, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
That old rad, huh? You got rid of him today, huh?
Yeah.
About time. I was waiting for that to happen. I told you it won't work with him. No matter what you do to that kid, he will not listen.
Yeah. Um,
Really? Whose panel you're on? Hey, man, come on up here there, Shane, the man Shane. If I sick Tasha on you, and then you'd be in trouble. And then Ryan along with it, Ryan Williams. Shane, the man. So what else is going on, man?
oh, not much. Just doggone preparing for my live and everything. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
it's,
That guy that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, Shane.
What are you
Hey,
at?
Shane. I'm going to sick
What,
Tasha on you, Peter, for
what
the
are you
hell
at?
of it. And Ryan
What are you
Williams,
at?
too.
What are you
What you
doing,
do?
fellas? Hey, Steven. How are you, buddy, Steven?
doing good.
What would you do to
Good,
your
buddy.
radio?
Good.
You, it seems to be working better. What'd you do? Get a poke?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my internet's working real good now.
What
Everything's
happened?
back to normal. I got an extender, an extender.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what they are.
Yeah, I got
Hey,
one of
boy.
them and things seem
Good.
to be working pretty good so far. So
Good. What did you
I'm
thought?
happy.
Was it there in your on your? Or what did you say this morning when I was on your stream? You said, let me think. You said something about your satellite dish or something. What did you say about it? I thought.
Yeah. Well, we live way out in the middle of the country, so we don't have fiber optic lines that come out this far. So they put
Oh.
these little dishes. They put these little dishes, and they have a blue light in them.
Oh,
And
okay.
they put these little discs on top of our house. And like I say, they have this little blue light, which indicates that they're working. So that's what we have for internet. It's
What
satellite
what just
internet or
happened?
some kind of deal.
What happened just now?
What?
Your picture pushed you forward towards me. They made you.
I don't know, Wayne. I don't know, man.
You don't have no more
I don't
ghosts in
know.
that house. No.
You know what? Like I told you, this is a third generation home. This is a
I'm
third
gonna tell
generation.
you, hey Spirit, I'm gonna bitch slap you if you don't leave him alone.
Yeah,
And
I hope so. Yeah, leave me alone. Absolutely. I've had enough of it. I've been here my whole life.
I told you, Spirit, back off. You better not be doing anything in that house again.
Absolutely.
I'll reach my foot over there.
Hey, Steven, I like what they did to your house, man.
Yeah,
I like
they
all the mulch that they did around the landscaping that they did. They did a really nice job on your place.
yeah they um um I had to leave my dog inside the house because they don't just to get it done. They did
Yeah, it
take
looks good.
they did cut down the dogwood tree, which that needed to go anyhow. He was already dead. Um,
Mhm.
so they cut it down, and the guy said that you can leave the stump like it is, or you can get somebody to come in and flatten it down. But he said I'll just regular just leave it like it is because it'll dry and it'll be
It'll
dead.
rot out after a while.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just leave it like it is, and
yeah,
and stuff like that. And
yeah. No, I thought they did a great job on it. Your property looks good.
Will you make a video on that or something?
yeah, I did do a video on it.
Yeah,
Oh, that was good.
It was really
Smart.
a quick video. This all was just a real quick video.
That was smart. Hope it helps your channel out.
I got a lot of
What else?
views on
What else are you doing, Wayne? What are you doing? What do you got? What do you got going on?
Well, I just realigned my press to do all 4 shirts. That's all done. It
Hmm.
took me an hour to realign it, but it's realigned. And the hat press plate, well, my brother-in-law told me he's going to make another plate for the hat press. He said he wanted to let me make another one for you, a very thicker one. So I said, go right ahead, help yourself, and we'll see what happens when he brings it over. I know he's good at his woodworking, so I could imagine what it looks like. So we'll wait and see that one when it comes.
Yeah, yeah. And who's the other person there? Who's that up there?
Who's what?
Who's the other one? Who's above me? Who's that above me?
That is BC Dispatcher. BC
Oh, is
Family
that
Dispatcher.
okay? That's the family. Okay, family BC. What's up, family BC dispatcher? What's up?
Are you? Wait a minute. I don't think he says hello here on the
No,
private chat.
yeah,
I
I
don't.
seen him dropping my link and stuff. Thanks for doing that, BC. But
He's good at.
yeah,
Are you?
but
You got your mic on? Or are you muted? Messing my email. BC Family Dispatcher. That's his name. I'm muted. Okay.
yeah,
BC
okay,
Family Dispatcher. He's very sensitive about his name. He told me that before, and I misspelled it. So I mean, misquoted it. It's all right, though, man. It's fine.
yeah.
I thought that counted, but he's muted. He said that. All right.
Yeah.
So what's going on with your end now? I know you weren't on the web for a couple of nights, and your friend was going. She was really missing you.
Tasha. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's all right, BC Family. Don't be bothered by that. That's fine. Everybody can do that. Yeah, she was missing you. Said, "Where's Shane? Where's Shane?" I said, "Maybe he ran away."
No, it's just a
Yeah, I know.
silly internet stuff. Just
That's
a
what they
silly
said.
internet stuff, right?
We're all fooling around. We're missing Shane. They're all saying, right? And I said,
Mm.
"It's the internet." And she said, "I know that. I was just fooling. Everybody's fooling around.
Yeah,
They're missing,
yeah, yeah. I'm tickled pink about that. I'm flattered about that.
I want to
That
see Ryan put that song on again about you, but he didn't do it. Wait, he comes on there again. That song's hilarious.
Ryan's just trouble.
Well, let me tell you a little story. I got a friend that works in Walgreens in Brockton, and she picks on me. I said, so I sang her a song. I said, "Hello, trouble, come on in. What got a
Mhm.
where you been? She looked at her, just walked away. Mark Owen
Yeah.
song. Oh, trouble, 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 welcome home.
Yeah, good tune. Good tune.
I remember that song. Oh, you know who sang that too? Desert Rose sang that song. You remember Desert Rose? Who's that
Yeah,
song?
I do.
Oh,
Yep.
Squirrel. Here's another one.
Squirrel. Squirrel. What's up, buddy? I do.
Oh, Squirrel.
Hang on a second.
Squirrel. What's up, buddy?
It's echoing.
I know. I have another one on. Just hang on. Damn it.
Oh.
Oh, Squirrel, check me out.
Squirrel, you're throwing things around, buddy.
No, no. It's just my phone just tipped over.
There he is.
I just went
What
going.
do you got?
That's why you heard the echoing. I had that going.
Oh,
What do you got in the shop today, Squirrel? What do you got in the shop today?
Nothing.
No, you're all. Oh, that's good. Means your work's all done.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there doing nothing.
Still getting paid though.
See, that's all that's in here. That's it.
Okay. That's a big shop, man.
Well, ain't the
That's
half
you.
of it. There's the other half. I'll show you the other half of it. That's just our area.
Wow. Oh yeah. Okay.
There's the other half.
Welcome,
Holy.
Dr. Mercenary.
Yeah, that's a big spot.
That's
Yeah,
the mechanic
big spot.
side.
Ryan Williams said he'll make a house out of that. He said if he had it, a studio
Yeah.
to use.
That'd be a great house.
That's he told me.
And around the corner over here, there's another lift around the corner.
Oh, all right.
That's cool.
Around that corner.
Mercenary.
That's a big spot, man.
One of my
Yeah.
subscribers. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, Dr. Mercenary, what's up, Doc? Did I see Dr. Mercenary in there? Yeah. Cheers. Doc, what's up?
Hello, General Squirrel. How you doing tonight, man?
General Squirrel. I ain't no general.
You're a General Squirrel. You hang on a tree, chewing your cobs and waves.
No, I
Aren't
don't.
you- aren't-
I don't do my cogs and waves.
You're actually second lieutenant, aren't you? Squirrel, don't you do it for second lieutenant?
I can do private. I can do a second lieutenant and a first lieutenant. I can do all three.
And General.
There you
Squirrel.
go.
What is it? It's a 4-bar general.
And the only person I have is a first sergeant. That's the only thing we got. Just me and a first sergeant. That's it.
And the General
Yeah.
Squirrel.
No, can't be a general until you get a full battalion.
I always pick on him and call him General Squirrel to get him going.
Now, how many's a part of your battalion now? How many's a part? Squirrel? Just the two?
We only have-
Okay.
It's like two of us.
Yeah.
Plus,
We're not even a company yet.
plus
Company's
two
about
spirit,
50 for a company.
Yeah.
25
Yeah,
on one
you
side,
need 50.
25 on the other.
Yeah, you need a 50. Yeah.
Squirrel, don't
And
forget one
for a
thing.
battalion, you need like 1,500 for a battalion, and then for a brigade, you need like over 1,000 men for a brigade.
Well, she-
Yeah.
Squirrel, you forgot one thing. You got 3 spirits around you all the time. How many more? Battalion?
Around who?
You. And at the reenactment place, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Every time I go to Gettysburg all the time, I know they're there.
Oh, they're definitely there. They're definitely there. A lot's happened in
Even when I'm not
Gettysburg.
in uniform, I know they're around me.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Get out of here. You ain't coming up here. Guess who that
Who's
was?
that?
Steven. Ryan Smith fishing. He ain't coming up here. No. No way he's coming up here. No. No. Nope.
There you go.
Oh, I don't
That's
want
the way.
drama. I don't want that drama in here. Nope. I kicked him out a long time when I told him in that worship channel, you're not coming on this channel. So just give up. Because you're not going to listen to anybody. You still do your own thing and you're a
Yeah.
rebellious brat. So don't even bother us. We're fine without listening to your hawking bullshit.
Yeah. And you want to keep my mouth out of your name. You don't want me coming.
I'm not saying nothing.
No. I've already had an issue. I've already had an issue, Wayne.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah.
What do you think I wouldn't let him up here? I don't want him in my channel anymore. He's been kicked out a long time. He's in the basement.
Yeah. Mhm.
And every time he tries to sneak up here, he gets kicked off.
Yeah.
I wish the hell this Restream would put a block on. If you block somebody in here or from the inside the chat, they won't come up here. I have to talk to him about adding that to this software. I'm getting tired of this. If this keeps, I'll go back to StreamYard and use theirs. They won't let no one in their stream. You can't even
Do
get
you
in
like
there.
this? Do you like this restream though?
Yeah, I
You
do.
like this? You do? Yeah, I kind of like it too. I like the layout of it. I like how it seems to be a little bit easier to use than StreamYard.
$20.19 a month it costs. That's it. That's all it costs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I taught you
I
get a
pay
hold
for
of it.
StreamYard. I pay for StreamYard, so but I like this platform. It's kind of clean. It's I like the colors in it.
You can get a hold of them easy if I need help. You can type it in. They come right on and talk to you.
Oh, nice.
And they're in Texas.
Yeah, it's clean like any other.
And this is this is in Texas, and the other one's in the UK. Guy bought it now in London, located in London. The Restream. I mean the StreamYard. I like this better though. So you can refresh the link here and keeping them out. They got that in here. And you refresh it.
What the heck was that?
BC Family Dispatcher. Must be playing the game. I guess that's what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
Steve, were you at the shop this weekend, Steve? Were you over at the market? Over at your booth? Were you?
Yeah, I was at the booth. I didn't stay long because it was so darn hot. I had to get out of there quick.
Yeah.
Saturday, a woman passed out.
Hey, BC,
Oh, really?
What are you doing?
Yeah, a woman passed out in the aisle.
Please mute that, all right?
They had an EMS come over here, and she couldn't breathe. She couldn't do nothing. And I mean, they had the fan going, but it's hot. It was hot up in the front, but in the back where the upper was a little bit cooler. So the woman was going into what they call cardiac arrest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so that ain't a good sign. And so they blocked the aisle. They blocked the aisle. Bruce standing there with his cart says, "Everybody don't go down there. We got the EMS over there." I was staying in my daggone thing until it was over with. And so I'm gonna start bringing a cooler with water and all that stuff because I don't know. You never tell what's gonna happen. And
well, you should always have water with you too, anyway, Steve. You always should have a cooler full of
just
some
in
cold
case
stuff with you.
somebody gets dehydrated, I give them water because doggone it, I ain't gonna let them. So all the vendors now are saying they're gonna bring in cases of water and put it in the thing in case the customer almost feels like they're gonna get dehydrated. Take care of the customers because your customers work in the building. I don't believe that you charge.
What you do for dehydration, you have to put a towel around their neck and put a bit of ice water here, and then a little bit on your bottom of your feet.
Okay.
And don't drink don't drink it real fast, or else you'll get really hydrated real fast.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got Gator. I mean, of course, I'll bring Gatorade, but now the guy up in the back told me if I need Gatorade because he's got plenty of it, he goes to um, one of them BJ's or whatever and get the Gatorade in bulk and everything. So he told me whenever I want a Gatorade, just come out and let me know. He just give me one because he don't sell a whole lot of Gatorade. He sell a lot of water and soda, of course, but that's about it. Yeah, a lot of the kids will come up and they got that whatever that Lipton teas. People drinks that Lipton tea all the time, so he still has that. But the no, I did. I mean, I didn't do bad. I mean, I said I made money, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like you really money that you really, you know. I probably made this weekend probably like $50, and the guy turned down the offer that I gave him on the sports cards because I can't give my sports cards away. I mean, I spent so
Yeah.
much on them cards. I said, hey, I can't do nothing. I mean, I got about 50, about 100 cards right now that's in loaders. All there are players that there's in the 90s, there was in this year's. I got basketball players, football players. So I added up all the thing. And if you add 75 times $2 a piece, that's a lot of money right there that I
Sure it is.
just, and people don't understand that. Um, and I said, you
Well,
pay,
people are trying to get something for nothing, Steve. They're always trying to get something for nothing.
and I said,
You
I
know.
ain't giving a happy birthday today. I'm going to just tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I'm not giving
Yeah.
it away. I got to make money like everybody else. If you can't, I told somebody today, if you can't pay it, leave it.
Yeah. Just hold on to it, Steve. Somebody will buy it sometime, man.
I mean, the comic books that I got back there ain't that great, but I sold 20 comic books this weekend. I said, well,
Oh,
darn.
nice.
I said, they're all Superman. Everybody wanted. And
Yep.
and the guy told me I was going to get him the money. He said, no, you keep the money.
Oh, nice.
He's a
Even
sports
better.
trading card.
Even
He's
better.
a sports trading cars also. He sells sports trading cars also, but he has a store humongous with sports stuff, Cocoa Pops, Hot Wheels galore all around. I mean, people buying them Hot Wheels like crazy.
Well, Hot Wheels are hot, man. I'm telling you. I wished I kept some of the Hot Wheels I had, Steve, when I was a kid. Some of the Hot Wheels I had, I see them now, and I had some of the rare ones. I had the red line, the red center wheels, the red line on the wheels.
Yeah.
And I guess now they're worth a fortune. And I had every single one of them. I bet you. I used to collect them when I was a kid.
Well,
I had bags and bags of them.
One of the guys he's on the other side of me. He's probably like in the middle, and he does strictly just Hot Wheels. And so he had a red line. He only had like a couple of them, and the guy coming there and just gave him. I think he sold them red lines for $300. I mean, because there's something, and they said that it, they're looking at the condition and the stuff, but the guy says, "I'm gonna just take it and give you the money, and I can probably straighten out the wheels a little bit when I get home." Because some people get the Hot Wheel the tools and they'll try to fix it or repaint it or whatever. But I keep telling people, don't repaint it because you're gonna lose the value.
Yeah. Yeah, just leave it original.
But you can straighten out the wheels if you can, or get the new wheels or whatever. Get some new wheels or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know if you the Weekend Warrior, if you guys know the Weekend Warrior channel, if you guys ever heard of that channel, that's what he does, Steve. He goes in and he restores old cars like that, old dinky cars and old Matchbox and old old die cast. He rebuilds them. He repurposes them. He rebuilds them, and he does a really awesome job at it.
Hmm.
But he
I
paints
have-
them. Yeah, go ahead.
I have baseball cards. I have totes of them. A big tote in my
Yeah.
closet. And I had too many in my studio, so I gave them to a friend for the USO. I couldn't store anymore, and I stopped buying them. I don't got the room for it anymore. Only got a little room, and then that's it. No more.
Hey,
No
Corner
more.
Clubhouse. What's up, Corner Clubhouse? Is Corner? Yeah, Corner's in here, I think. How you doing?
Hey, Mark, how you doing, Mark? How are you? That's his first
Yeah.
name.
Mark, yeah.
Let's see, Dave's.
Not much. There he is.
There's not much.
Still here. Good to see you, Mark.
Yes, good to see you, Mark.
I see Dave's gone.
You guys are so late.
Because you guys are so late.
No, it ain't that late. It's only 7:18 p.m.
Yeah.
So, Shane, what is your time zone? You Eastern?
Yeah, I'm Eastern time. I'm Eastern Standard Time, and I'm at 8:18 right now p.m.
Oh, okay. Mine's
8:18. Yeah.
You're now
Yeah.
ahead of us.
Yeah. Nova Scotia, Canada.
That's where my relatives came from, both sides of Nova Scotia.
A lot of you know what? A lot of people that live in New York State or in that area, a lot of people did come from Nova Scotia. A lot of their ancestors. I've heard of quite a few people from New York that's had or that area that's had people come from. It's Nova Scotia is basically New Scotland. That's what they called it. It was called New Scotland, and under the Acadian French, it was Nova Scotia.
Really?
But that's where I'm at. But I lived in British Columbia. I lived in Ontario. I lived in Alberta. Yeah, I lived pretty near everywhere in Canada.
Now, see, my relatives, I don't know where they lived when they came to America, but I was always from Massachusetts, so I don't know. But I got a,
Mhm.
Oh, he is, huh? Oh, yeah, I really better stop that. BC Dispatch told he's using Wolfie's name. Ryan Smith is using her name.
Is he really?
He's really being a troublemaker to everybody. I'm telling you. That kid is never going to learn his lesson. You keep it up, you're going to be off YouTube soon. I'm telling you.
What is that? What is that? Somebody using somebody's name?
Yeah, Ryan Smith's using Wolfie's name. She's going around using her name too.
Oh, wow.
Really?
All I need to do is take another. I've been in chat with YouTube about Mr. Smith. So thanks for that, buddy. That's just another clip. Thank you muchly.
So he's trying to be a hacker now, huh?
I don't know that kid. That kid's got to be get off of YouTube. He's got to leave. I'm getting pretty sick of
Working
him.
on it. Yeah, really.
He's got to get off. That kid is nothing but
Yeah.
a problem. He's going to be in trouble when he gets off. He'll probably get in trouble before he gets older. That kid is nothing but a problem and a pain in the ass. I mean, I put up with him for too long, and I'm getting tired of him. Really.
Yeah. Well,
That's
you know
why-
what? It's a shame. It's a shame that it's got to be that way, right?
Yeah.
Again, I say so many times, it's so easy to be nice. It's so easy to be respectful. I don't know why anybody would want to mess around with that and cause themselves nothing but grief, because that's what you do. Is you cause yourself grief, and it'll never leave you.
You don't have nobody being a mentor of him. That's what the matter.
No, you'll have nobody that wants to be around you.
Don't
And
think there for
I
him.
wouldn't want that.
No.
Yeah.
They try to come up here with Whoopi's name, huh?
Yeah, that's what BC Dispatch, BC Family told me. using Wolfie's name. What else he ain't doing? Jeez. That guy, you know that one, Mark. I mean, Steve. You know what that guy's name is? You see, he told me to tell you, custom to keep your name on.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Mark. It's good
Oh,
to see
yeah.
you. You're out all over the place, buddy.
Oh, really?
I see you over at My Live. I see you everywheres, my friend. I see you everywheres. That is cool.
BG Dispatcher, let me tell you something. If he don't keep his mouth shut, I'll shut it for him. And believe me, I can do it in one way or another. So you can tell him to go shove it. Tell me to be quiet. Yeah? I'll knock him aside the head, make him spin around and fall on the ground.
Yeah, everywhere's Mark.
Telling him to tell me to shut up every time he's in his stream around the YouTube. Telling me to be quiet. Really? Oh my gosh! So he's really asking what? Oh, he's better lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky I don't know someone down in California. I know people down there. You better hope and pray I don't know someone down there. Tell him to shut his mouth, clam it, before he gets in more trouble than he already is. PC.
Well, Matt, what is his name? Can't think of his name right now. Matt Man or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He don't want to really talk about it or whatever, but he tries to tell Ryan to really go on and do his thing, and he's just revving it up, and nobody don't want to hear it. They got gamers in there. That's what Matt does. He does gaming. That's what all he does is gaming. They don't know, and all the people in there. Now, when Ryan comes on and does his thing, guess what? Getting trolled because nobody don't like him.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm saying the only people that talks to him is like Addison Russell and there's another named Chester the gamer and all them. But do they cause problems? No, they just go and say hello and that's it. And that's all.
No, well, see, I got something to tell you. I've had a few of Ryan Smith's cronies or his buddies come after me. That Russell girl is one of them, and another person that I have their name and it's already reported to YouTube. Both of them have been, including Ryan. And I am in talks with YouTube right now about it because one thing you don't realize, Ryan, is I dealt with this shit for 20 years in my employment, taking people out like you. So you've come up against an adversary. So I suggest you stop and tell your friends to stop because it's getting further and you don't want to mess with me.
PC,
I'll tell you that.
All right, quit it. All right, no more. That's it. Don't be coming up in the private chat because the whole problem with Ryan Smith is he's very annoying. He's very, very annoying, and he got on my nerves one day. And when I was up here, he went to my brother's channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he went to my brother's channel. My brother got so mad. He said, "Wayne, get rid of him, or I'll crack him over the head. Get rid of him." I said, all right, so I blocked him. He said, "Don't you come in my channel, and I'll crack you over the head." He goes, "I'll hit you so hard you won't stand up." Remember the fight of Billy told him.
Yeah.
He got pissed off. I hope you do get rid of him, Shane. You really do.
Yeah.
I have a different way of dealing with them, which it'll come out here shortly. It'll come out shortly here.
Good. I hope you succeed too.
Oh yeah, believe it. I just, you know what? I don't show my whole cards. I don't show my whole hand. I'm a crafty fella. So just be aware, Ryan, if you're listening.
I wouldn't be surprised
that you pissed the wrong guy off, to be honest.
Well, now see the light now because I haven't recognized a lot of the stuff. Because now I'm gonna have to tell my mods to block certain people now on my channel if they come in, and I'll have to remove them from being a mod. And because
All right.
see, this is the thing is that there's people today that want to get what they call they want to buddy up to you, and then they think you're a friend, and then turn around and stab you right in the back with a punch. And you know, it's like, come on, man, here I am treating you right, and you have to do this. I said, and I said, look, I said, here we are trying to help you, but then you turn around and attack us with no reason. I said, you gotta remember, you gotta get your facts straight. You gotta get the truth out first. And if you don't quit playing the games, somebody else is going to do something, and it's going to end up causing more problem than good. And then you got all these people reporting you, and then all of a sudden it's going to come back and fire you in the butt. And then when YouTube gets rid of you, can't come back.
That's just the way they make their bed. They make their own beds. They make their own beds. They make their own beds, and they're going to have to lie in them. That's the way it is. And you've done it. The way I look at it is they've done it to themselves. They have nobody to blame but themselves. So go back to the rock that you came out from under, and stay there.
717 detector. Oh, you know him, Shane?
I don't have a clue. No, I don't have a clue who that is. No.
Let me see if let me look at this channel. Check it out. See if you subscribe to me. Yeah, he's one of my subscribers. Okay. All right. Welcome to the stream. Shane, you forget one more thing though.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be hosted by his own Batard.
Hey, 717 detector.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be out. He's going to be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's William Shakespeare that wrote that.
What's up? What's up? The 717 detector. What's up? 717 detector. What's up? Good to see you.
I know who he is.
I know Scarl must know him.
I do.
I might have met him on his channel. We had that live stream. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the only part you need to delete out is where it went black. I seen that.
Oh, I know. When you send it to me, I'll take care of that.
717 detector. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's 717. Treasures.
Yep.
Now, so you run metal detectors. I've got a bounty hunter that I use for metal detecting. I have one, and it's a great metal detector. It's an awesome metal detector.
Did you get rich yet? Did you get rich yet, Shane? Trying to find some.
No, not yet. I'm still looking for that. I'm looking for that that buried treasure somewhere. I'm gonna find it. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I keep combing the beaches. I just keep combing the beaches. I'll find it sooner or later.
Hey, 351 Cleveland, welcome to the stream.
Hey, 351.
Hey, 351 Cleveland. What's going on?
He said
What's
I
up,
found
buddy?
my first gold ring with a bounty hunter. He said he found his first gold ring with it.
Oh yeah.
Saying hello to you.
Yeah, with the bounty hunter. Yeah, it's a great detector. I love it.
351 said
I love
hello
it.
to you and Steven and everything. He said hello to all of
Hello,
us.
hello, 351 Cleveland. How you doing, buddy?
You know what I like about this stream? It's quiet. Nobody bothers us.
No,
Nobody's bothering us.
Girl, hey.
that's And what I like about this stream is every single one of you guys here started your channels from the seat of your butts, and you worked all your butts off to get where you guys are at, and you did it all naturally. You did it all naturally. You didn't, you did it naturally. You did it from your hard work and the skin on your fingers to get to where you guys are at. That's why I like coming here.
What's the news, PC Family Dispatcher?
Oh, he just dropped off.
I'm close to 500. I am at 372. Good. Keep working at it. Yeah, he must have went off. He's in the chat though.
Yeah.
He's in the chat. He's a good mod.
Yeah,
I
just
made him
keep plugging
mod.
away. Just keep plugging away. Almost
Yeah,
at 8. Right on.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
He's a good
That's
mod. So I
good.
like-
717.
717. I'll be over to check you out, my friend. Absolutely. So you'll have another one
He
here
finds a lot of
shortly.
good stuff over there. He finds a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He even picks up the trash up and everything. Picks the trash up out of the beach and everything.
Scroll,
Like the
that one
bottle
that-
caps. He finds coin. He finds like dimes, nickels, pennies on the beach.
Yep.
He even
Yep.
finds little toy cars on the beach. Little toy cars.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Once you get, that, yourself, squirrel, with magnet fishing, it. Once you start finding stuff, you get hooked on it.
Yeah, you do.
I'm even me just finding bottle caps and tinfoil. I get excited.
Yeah, that's what it is. I take every trash.
Yeah,
Scroll like
and
a top
I take
bridges.
everything, trash, everything. Yeah, detector.
Yeah, he does. He takes
The
everything.
way to do it. That's the way
Yeah,
to
but
do it.
Scroll likes to ding top of bridges with his magnet.
What's that?
You like to ding the bridges with your magnet. You
Oh
pull it up
yeah, I
so
do.
high. I laugh. That's
Yeah,
why I
you go
laugh.
see that live stream sometime, or Shade. Down in my hometown, my man just goes bang right along the bridge.
I've seen you a few times hit the bridge, squirrel.
That was aluminum.
seen you a
That was
couple
aluminum
times.
bridge. That thing was aluminum.
said-
Like that thing was made out of steel.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
what?
said one of these days, Squirrel's going to stick it to that bridge. He's going to get his magnet stuck to that bridge.
Oh, by the way, the one down by another reservoir, I had a single-sided magnet about this big. I started swaying back and forth. I said, just went bing, and it stuck right to the back, the steel part to it. It just stuck like that to it. It's just a little 550. Sorry, probably about that.
Yeah,
about,
I know, but
Sorry about that big around, little 550, but only about that big around. And I had to yank it up and then take a crowbar to it and then peel it off.
Yeah, it'll take a while, BC Dispatch family. You'll get your 500. Everybody continues.
Oh yeah, buddy. You got to keep plugging away at it, BC. You just got to keep, like we've told you 1,000 times, man. Just keep plugging away. Don't get discouraged. Don't get upset because of your silly numbers. You're a young man. You'll get there. No worries. You got lots of time. You're not in a race. Nobody's racing you,
Mm-mm.
right?
Nope, no one's racing them.
No.
I was wondering where you're gonna come on the stream. When I was over to Tasha's channel, right? You were all talking about you, man, and we missed him. Where's Shane, right? He wanted to pick on you, and you weren't there to be picked on. So I said, I think he's hiding from you people. You don't want.
No, that's just silly internet. Yeah, I know. Yeah, silly internet, but it's all worked out now. It should work good because if it doesn't, then there's another person on my list that I'm gonna have to go find.
I was kidding with her. She was saying, "No, he's internet." I know that. I was just being funny,
Yeah,
So
yeah. See, I'm not used to this tech savvy stuff. This. I'm not used to this tech stuff. I've only been at it for 6 months, right? So, I'm learning every day though, which is cool.
Well, yeah,
Learning from you guys. I learn from you guys. That's where I'm learning it from. I'm learning it from Steven. I'm learning it from you, Wayne. I learned it from Squirrel.
Yeah.
Right? I learned it all. And it worked.
On YouTube,
It
I
worked.
was like,
So
didn't know nothing.
everybody that's listening, when these three gentlemen say something, listen to what they're saying. Listen to what these gentlemen are saying to you. They're trying to give you the most friendliest advice they possibly can. And you should be listening to it and running to the gate with it.
Unless
That's what
you're
you should
haunted
be doing.
house, then you have to come to see me.
Well, see, I'm going to send you a plane ticket and bring you here, Wayne. I'm just going to bring
Why?
you here.
Why?
Just cause I want you to walk my property. I just want you to walk my property.
Why, you want an earthquake to happen over there, or what?
No, I want things to clear up, buddy. You
That's
coming
what I
over,
think.
you clear them
If
up.
I come over there, you're gonna hear a herd of buffalo run through your property. You have the
I like buffalo too, man. We'll start eating them suckers.
No, if you have an earthquake over, you'll see a lot of. There might even be some fat ghosts that are running with heavy feet too. You have the whole ground shaking. You say, what's going on here? I said, they brought me over here. Now you're in trouble. They're all running around the property. And the roof shingles
Yeah,
are falling
you know what, BC, I did. You know what? I learned from everybody. I'm gonna tell you, if you guys don't learn from everybody something from somebody, there's something wrong. If you guys, I learned from young people, I learned from old people, I learned from everybody. A lot. I learn a lot from. It doesn't matter whether they're younger than me or older than me. I do learn something from people. And
You know something? When I first joined YouTube, I'll tell you a little story, right? When I first joined YouTube, right? I was a video producer. I was producing my own videos, never went live stream. And I had a friend named Andy Trinity on YouTube that told me about a lot of things. So he
Mhm.
helped me out. But when I went on live stream, someone encouraged me, wait, why don't you try live stream for a bit? I said, I don't want to, right? And he said, why not? 'Cause, I said, I really don't care for it because I'm not interested. I was doing videos. I don't care about going live, But I did it and I liked it afterwards. But I got trolled. I was trolled the hell out of me when I went on live. I was bombed by trolls. And I was pissed. I was ready to quit YouTube. I was telling them all, I'm going to kill you guys. The god trolls. I said, if I ever get my hands on you, I'm going to knock you all out. I was bad. The dragon talked to me. Said, Wayne, calm down. You got me for a more than
Ready to die.
What?
He says my phone's about ready to die.
To go charge it and come back. That's all. I'll plug in and let it run charging when it's plugged in. I do. That's what I'm doing right now. I turned the phone off, let the light off, and let it charge.
Yeah.
I'm not using the phone though. My phone, it won't go on live stream. It's terrible. It's old. That's why. I use it for calling numbers. That's all I use it for.
I'm at practice and not home.
Oh, because one of your other friends showed up, Shane.
Hey, Belt Loop 29.
Belt Loop 29.
Hey,
Gary.
Belt Loop.
Hey,
What's up,
Gary.
Belt Loop? What's
How you
up,
doing,
Belt
Gary?
Loop? What's up, buddy?
His name's Gary?
Yeah, his name is Gary.
Yeah, that's Gary. That's Gary, the storyteller. He's got some good stories. He's got some good stories.
Has he got something about you too,
Yeah.
Shane? The historian, the Shane man here, historian?
Oh yeah, he's probably got a story. He can make. You know what? The man could write books. I'm not joking. He could write tons of books.
Oh
And
yeah.
I would read them. Yeah.
He dropped his link already for me. That's good.
Yep.
He's quick at dropping links at this PC Family Dispatch. He's pretty good at it.
I'm so.
I'm just sitting here relaxed on my chair, drinking my Gatorade, cooling off, and that's it, man.
How you doing, Gary?
I can make this stuff too. I buy the powder stuff. I can make it myself too. Pretty good. So Shane, guess what I was looking for the other day? The chocolate Twizzlers. I couldn't find them.
No, I've been on the search for them too. I can't find them either, Wayne.
I wanted to took them off the market or something. Maybe they weren't selling.
They might have because they were too good, and they do that to all good food. They take it off the market because it's too good.
I think they're out of them. I guess what I ran into though, the dark licorice. I ain't buying that stuff. No way.
I can't stand the dark stuff. I can't stand the black licorice. I can't. I can't stand the red. I can't stand the red stuff either. It reminds me of eating plastic. But
strawberry's not bad. It's pretty good.
But the chocolate ones, I wanted to try the chocolate ones for
They're
sure.
probably out of, the drugstore was out of them. Someone bought them. I'll watch out for them, look for them. There are all kinds of flavors out there anyway. You gotta
Oh, there's
Fine.
tons of flavors. Tons of flavors.
even got watermelon out there too.
The Kofifi thing. Yeah. That's good, Bell Loop. You do sound a lot better, buddy. You do sound a lot better than you did. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Take care. All right. He's heading out.
Still overhead. You tilt over. You mean like this? You mean that? That's a car.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hey, no problem. Gary, no problem, man. Yeah.
My
Squirrels
phone's
at
kinda-
work. Squirrels.
Put my head up.
Stephen Batten's here. Yep. Our buddy Steve.
Oh, he wants me to take over the YouTube lane. I could do that.
There you go. Squirrel knows what he's doing.
I gotta visit you know who's
I gotta
channel.
use the other phone though to do it.
Channel. I gotta visit his channel sometime. Belt Loops 29. I gotta visit his channel. He subscribed to me, so I gotta go over and visit.
Yeah,
his
he's a good guy. Wayne. He's a really cool dude. Really cool dude.
Yeah.
And a police officer too. Don't forget, he's a police officer too, right?
I never knew that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a police officer.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a policeman. Yeah, he's a police officer.
There's a
Glad to hear that one.
there's a woman on TikTok too. I can't think of her name right now, but she's a police officer too, and I can
that's cool.
she's on YouTube too, but I can't think of her name right now. And well, she trips me out.
You're
And,
welcome.
but she does radar when they go speeding. And this guy comes flying by. Boy, she hauled her tail. She said, "I gotta go," and she had to cut it off. And but because you know they can't record it, but they
Hey,
can
Vicky.
record go by.
Hey, Vicky Wells.
About
Welcome.
100 miles. She took off when they went. It was her and another person inside the car. So they got
She's
two
hello on the
in
panel.
the car now.
Everybody.
I said,
Say hello to everybody on the panel.
"Hey, up, Vicky Wells."
Hey, Vicky. What's
Even
up,
to the
Vicky
smoke.
Wells?
Yeah, but Bell, every time he goes live and I want to get over there, it's the same time that I'm on other people's channel. It's like, oh man,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
it's kind of hard for me to break away. You know, I don't like to.
Well, once you get into a live, you want to stay for a little bit. You don't want to leave right on. Come in and
Well,
some do. Some people have to. Some people come in and say hi, and they got to leave, and that's that's okay. We all got lives outside of YouTube.
How you doing, Vicky?
I got my laptop. Tell you the shame. I got a laptop.
Is that how you? Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Put my
This
logo
right here's
right
for
up.
that.
Oh, that's pretty thin. That one's pretty thin.
Yeah.
Mine's like carrying a cardboard box around. I got an old one.
This is a little one too. It's a huge one. I only wanted it for my live streams, for my t-shirt studio. But now I got a tower in there. My nephew gave me, so it's a brand new tower. So I'll hook it up with a free
I'm gonna be honest with you. I told everybody, I can't make to all these broadcasts, but I make some of them.
Yeah, Superstar. You did Belt Loop. You had a Superstar on. That was pretty cool. Absolutely. A big, huge, massive channel come on and say hi. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
over 250,000 people. That's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
I can't find 251 Cleveland in here.
Vicky Wells.
I've got him. I've got him on. I'm subscribed to him.
I am too.
I know, but I
I
can't
got
find
him.
him on YouTube. That's a problem.
Yeah, I got him a long time ago.
But you can put his down there, but I can find everybody else.
I'm dying. I know where he is. Let me do it. I got him.
I can try to post it. But let me do it.
Wait, what am I doing that? I don't have to do it that way. You go in here.
I'll try to find it.
Wait a minute. Oh, you can go in this way and do it. What am I doing that for? You can go in this channel, Squirrel. Go right to his channel and find it that way. You're a mod. Go right to his channel. I got it right here. Now put this in. Here we go. Putting his link in. I got
I
it.
know how to do that. I'm just trying to find his channel. That's all. That's what I'm trying to find. Wait a minute. I know how to do it. Never mind. I got to step onto his avatar. That's how I do it. I got it.
Okay.
Thanks, Bell Loop. Thanks, Gary. Same here, man.
I have to go on the avatar.
There we are.
It's not hard to do. Simple. I'm a mod in other channels too. No one knew that, right? I'm a mod with my brother David's channel too, and I'm on a mod with Maintenance Man, and I got a lot of other ones.
Yeah, the other
Yeah,
day.
Dave. What's Dave been up to? Wayne, what's Dave been up to? I haven't seen hide nor hair of him.
He sings karaoke all the time at night. I don't sing that stuff. I can't stand it.
No, I know,
like
but
guitars and
I'll
stuff.
have to get over and see him. See what he's up to.
I'm gonna go one day down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on one day early, and I'm gonna get Dave to come on because he said he wanted to come on my channel. So I'm gonna try to get him on when I do an early time in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And
That
see-
that ATS girl, Steve's got a beautiful voice.
Oh yeah, she does. When she gets on, she backs me up 100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, I go on Challenge Joy a lot now, but I'm kind of holding back a little bit.
Charms is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charms is great too.
Since I'm, they're the one, Challenge Joy, Marlove, and this other guy, Richard, Next Vlogs 21, Sister Rose, they're the ones that helped me got over 1,000. And if it wasn't for them and the guy named Richard Laguanas or something like that, he's the one that helped me. And if it weren't for them, I would never ever got where I was at that moment. And so I told, and I'm in the reason because I was very supportive. I'm always going to be supportive no matter what, and regardless. And sometimes, it's sometimes like, there's sometimes where now it's kind of crazy because, I've been in the Philippines, so a bit different than some of the like Hong Kong or whatever. But the Philippines does not have good internet access. They just don't.
No, they don't.
Unless you go into the rich side. Now the rich side does, and they got the fancy houses and all that stuff. They got the internet and stuff. If you like to play casino and all that stuff, go there and they got the casino over there. I mean, they got it going on. I mean, but they got the beach, they got the rides, they got this water park thing. I mean, they got so much going on. They got the beach where you can go fishing and do all you want to do. But like I say, it's like, I mean, but the thing is like hers, it's like if the power is not on, she ain't gonna be able to go live. So, she only does what she can. And I keep telling her whenever the power goes on, just, because she's on a different time zone, but at the same time. And I said, if I wake up in the morning, just say this: if I went to sleep and I slept for 4 hours and I jump up, I want to go on YouTube, buddy. You don't tell me that I'm not going to go on YouTube. I will. I'm not scared against to push that button. And if I can't sleep that night, believe it, I'm on YouTube.
Yep. Yep.
And
Hey, Nitro. What's up, Nitro Freak?
I know what's going on.
What's
Nitro.
up? Hey, Nitro. Good to see you,
is-
buddy.
Well, come up, Nitro. Join us.
Nitro
Come up.
tells you the way it is. There's
No,
no
I-
sugarcoating it with Nitro.
Yeah, and I'm, like I say, I had to push the button a while ago on someone and where we're discussing. I had to push. I told Wayne on it today. I said I'm tired of sick of.
Come up, Nitro. Join us.
Yeah, well, when we have a chat, when we have a chat tomorrow, Steve, when we have a chat, me and you tomorrow, I'll tell you some things that's been going on around my things that's been kept under closed lips.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you, we're gonna chat tomorrow on the phone, so I'll let you in on some stuff and get your advice as well.
Yeah. Oh, what time are you gonna call me?
Probably around 2 my time, Steve. It's 8. It's
Yeah.
8:53 right now, so around 2. If you're okay with that, unless you got another time, I'm open. I'm open, buddy.
Two's fine. Two's fine. Whenever
Two?
you call
Okay.
me, I'm gonna be answering.
Okay, buddy. I know we tried it the other day, but again, I'm not good at this tech stuff. But I did learn. I did learn, so we can do it. I did learn. So tomorrow at 2, I'll give you a call,
Come on, Nitro.
and I'll give you I'll get your information, get some good pointers from you because I've got some things I got to let you in on.
Yeah.
But that's just been happening to me on my channel, which
What about
usually
you,
things
Jay?
don't happen, but what's that, Squirrel?
How's Big Matt?
Nitro knows a lot about YouTube.
Yeah, about YouTube. Things about YouTube, yeah.
And how's Big Matt doing?
Good.
Big Matt? Oh yeah, Big Matt's cool.
Hey, Nitro.
Big
come on
Matt's
up here.
good.
Join us on this panel. Come on. Share your stuff about YouTube.
I haven't used these.
I know you're not afraid to come up here, so I haven't used this.
Yeah, Belt Loop. This restream is the first.
Bless you,
This
Squirrel.
restream, bless you, Squirrel. Bless
Thank
you,
you.
man. This restream seems to be pretty cool.
Come on
I've
up,
seen
Bob.
Wayne use it a couple of times, and I'm almost thinking of trying it myself now.
Come on, Belt. We're 29. Come up here. Join us.
You get some people. Yeah, I mean, let's see. The thing is, though, I got a
Woo!
they gave me a deal.
Squirrel, bless you.
Deal.
Bless you
I
again,
took the
bro.
head cold. I have a head cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do? I didn't know that.
You want to get that out of you. Everybody seems to be, like I said, Belt
this-
Loop
it's,
wasn't feeling
it's
well,
been a year.
and Squirrel's not feeling well, and Backlash isn't feeling well, and Coastal's now not feeling well, and it just the list goes on and on and on.
It ain't
friends
C
that
word,
don't
because I
feel
know
well.
how that works. Because if you had the C word, you won't be able to
Yeah.
smell it, taste it. And it's just a head cold. That's all I got.
Yeah, well,
That's all
hopefully
it is.
keep the liquid to you, buddy.
I've been doing that.
Yeah, get it out of you.
Oh, here he is. Here's Gary now. Here he is.
Gary, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Gary.
You're on mute, Gary. You're on mute, Gary.
You.
You're muted, buddy. You muted yourself.
Can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. He's got to figure it out. Yep. Right down on the bottom left-hand side, Gary. Bottom left-hand side at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the mic icon, or you should see the mic icon, and you can turn it on, turn it off. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah.
Right here. What is he using? A phone?
Yeah, I think he's probably on his phone.
Are you on your phone?
Oh.
I don't know if he's on the phone
He might.
or not.
Yeah, he might be trying to come back up too. It might be the connection thing too, Wayne.
It's open for
He
him.
might try to come. Yeah.
It's not dead. The link isn't. It's still open.
Try,
Mm-hmm.
you just have to try it again.
Here he is again. Here he comes.
Now, let's see what happens.
Gary?
He's still trying to figure it out.
Well, ask him.
Yeah, Gary's got a bunch of new gadgets that he's got too. That he's got a bunch of new stuff. So
Is he using his phone? I wonder.
Gary.
He'll figure it out. He's
Oh yeah,
going-
Gary will figure it out.
Uh-huh. I don't know what he's using for a gadget, though. I don't really know.
I think it's phone. I think it's telephone, or maybe his laptop. I'm not
You
sure.
using the phone? Oh, come on, you stupid phone. Are you using your phone?
I mean,
No, he's okay. He's using his laptop then. Yeah,
Well, I have a laptop, so it's not that bad.
or he's using something.
He'll figure it out. I know he will.
Oh yeah.
they traded one guy from the Red Sox to the Houston.
Who they trade?
Christian Alvarez or whatever his name is.
Christian Alvarez?
Alvarez or whatever. He went to Houston.
Oh, gee.
Man, I think he just got there, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't follow baseball. I don't even follow hockey. I'm a Canadian and I don't even follow hockey.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
It was just a
See?
setting on the thing.
Yep.
Y'all doing all right?
Yep.
Yep. You sound good. Sound really good.
Very cool.
Stupid
Very
thing.
cool. What's up, y'all? Good to see everybody.
Yeah. You too.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. The fact is that I'm very happy to be here and thankful for all you fellas, and
Yep.
always good to see every one of you. This may be maybe my second time, I think, dropping in on a custom screen printing live. Glad to be here.
Yeah,
Steve,
glad you-
always a pleasure. Shane, Squirrel. Good to see y'all. Let me cut off this overhead light. I think it casts too much of a shadow. I'm just going to cut off the light. Be right back.
Yep.
Yeah, last
Change
night
the weather. That's what causes all this crap.
was
It's
kind of
all good.
funny.
Well, good.
I probably was on for about 5 hours last night. And part of it, about 2 hours, was kind of fun. That they're pretty early because a fella came on. I had met him a little bit earlier in the day. Well, not too long before. Over at, where was I? I was over in, I think, Sleepy Views. And, I was already subscribed to him. I've seen him on a friend of mine's, my buddy Joe's, from Southern Coastal Cooking. I had seen him on his YouTube channel, and I didn't really know him. I honestly, I don't think I've seen any of his videos. I don't watch a whole lot of cooking videos. I do some on occasion, but a lot of the stuff I tend to watch these days tends to be lives. I try to drop in on live streams and enjoy. This is my first time using a Restream, which seems kind of interesting. Just a little different, but not too much different. Very nice. But But anyhow, he dropped in, and and other people was like, do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? And I was like, well, yeah, it's Smokey Ribs Barbecue. Said, well, I've been watching him, this, that, and other. And anyhow, so he came on for a little while, and of course, him and Barbecue Rockstar talked for a little bit, and it was kind of fun. I like Barbecue Rockstar. I'm sorry, I feel like we getting.
No, it's not you, Gary. It's not you. It's not. It's not you, buddy.
Uh,
You always think that. It's never you, Gary. It's never you, buddy. It's never
But
you. It's just,
but Barbecue acted a little bit like a fanboy with him for a while, and that was fine. I mean, he obviously was very impressed with him. He's a nice fella. And I guess I realized that he had a little over 250,000 subscribers, a little bit.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But, we ended up, and Devil Dog was saying, no, why is because he had Otis quit.
Hey, Otis. Hey, Annabelle. Is Annabelle there?
Lilibelle is over here.
Lilibelle. Right,
Lilibelle. She's looking at me now. She wasn't looking at me before, but she started. She's like,
Somebody paying attention to me?
She's paying attention. She's wondering what's going on, is what she's doing. Otis, he ain't paying no attention. He just likes scratching and kicking and being underfoot. So he's a good dog, but they've kind of swapped spots here in the last couple of months. Used to be she was always right underfoot, and he just go about his own way doing things. But now he's always underfoot, and she's always trying to nudge in between us. So they're funny. They're funny to watch.
They are. Dogs are amazing. I love puppies. I love dogs.
We were sitting there last night, and after a lot of the panel left, there wasn't anybody but me and Devil Dog really on there, and we got you've met Jonesy.
Radio Jonesy, another cool guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. But me and Jonesy and Devil Dog were on there chit chatting, and we got discussing some live stream that we had all three been in earlier, where they had some donuts. Some of them. Oh, that's a nice looking spot there, Squirrel. I like that.
What, the car?
Yeah, well, the shop, man. I love shops. Fact is, I used to work for Sears Automotive. I was a service advisor. I enjoy working on vehicles, doing stuff with my hands. Yes, sir. I used to go out, even as a salesperson, I'd go out and, try to help put on the tires and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They ended up moving me outside anyhow. Said I spent so much time out there. Might as well. It's good to see you, Squirrel. Everything going all right?
Yeah.
Have you started playing that drum yet?
What drum?
Well, you put out a thing. You said you were, when you were doing one of your recreations on them Civil War, and there was a fellow
I haven't played that drum yet. That was another guy playing the drum. That was another guy playing it.
I know, but you said that we might see you playing the drum soon, and so I just wondered if you've been working on it.
No, I don't have a drum. I got to work on because he has a drum. I don't. I got to work on to learn how to play that thing.
Okay.
Yep.
That ought to be fun. That ought to be fun. Hey, Squirrel, I've been meaning to ask you, do you ever watch the Townsends?
The what?
There's just a YouTube channel called the Townsends.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of 1700 stuff. I know you were interested in the Civil War recreation, that type of thing, and I just thought maybe because they were another period piece, they do a lot of stuff about the 1700s here in the U.S. So
that's on the colonial part, isn't it?
They do a lot of clothing stuff, yeah, but they have, and for example, they've got a little store up there, and they sell stuff over the internet. In fact, I went by there and bought some stuff from them. They're located up in Indiana, and on one of my trips up there, I made it a point to go over and see their storefront. It's not much now. Most of what they do is internet, but it was, I got a book that they have from a diary, more or less, from the 1700s for I don't know, about 10 years, I think, maybe
Right.
4. Anyhow, they just got some really neat, old period stuff. In fact, there's a good chance, a lot of these old movies buy wardrobe pieces from them, and things like, well, I don't know, canteens and stuff like that. It might be something y'all might be interested in, doing your recreation stuff. If you get a chance, look up Townsend. The Townsends is what they're called. Townsends. TOWNS. I think.
You might have to put that in the chat so I can find them.
Okay. In fact, I don't know. I don't think I could probably. Yeah, Civil War. Is that the book we were in, or this was Andersonville? Are you a big fan?
No, my sister gave this to me, but I'm gonna give it to John.
Where's the
I get a box to put it in. I'll get
there squirrel? See that squirrel?
Yeah.
See that?
That's a nice bounty tech there.
Yeah, it's my bounty hunter.
Alrighty.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've got a friend of mine has some property that was and the South both were on his property back in during the Civil War. So we've been meaning to get out there and do some metal detecting.
That's a great place to do it. Yep.
It's located right beside an old plantation. In fact, it used to be part of the plantation. And there's one spot where they apparently built and tore down and built and tore down a bridge. So I expect that'd be a really good spot if we can find where they did it.
Yeah.
But maybe even cool to do some magnet fishing out there on it. That would be what I do have a
promo code that you can use for magnet fishing. I do have a promo code.
Oh, cool. Well, I may have to look into that because I've been thinking about getting me one of them magnets.
Me too.
You just go on your CenturionMagnetics.com.
Okay.
And then use my promo code Masters10. It'll give you 10% off.
Okay. Thank you. Of course, these days, if it wasn't for me getting the Kofifi, I'd be, working 6 days a week. But, and that rarely leaves me any time to do much of anything. Fact is that Tammy's pretty jealous over my Saturdays. If I'm doing anything on Saturday, you better bet it better be involving her. So
yeah.
Sometimes kind of hard to get her convinced to go out and do.
You know what I do though? You know what I do, Gary, is when I go metal detecting, Crystal, she likes to walk the beaches, right? So I just I put the headset on. I got a headset with it. I put the headset on, and me and her walk down the beach together, and I do my metal detecting and find, tin foil and beer caps. Right? But it gets us out. It gets us out, and I get to do something I like, and she gets to go for a walk with me. So it keeps her happy.
That's important. If Mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Nobody's happy, man. Nobody's happy in the house.
I know that. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm monopolizing all y'all's time. I'm gonna shut up.
No, stay in here. You're not bothering anybody. You're fine.
No, Gary, geez, man.
Stay put.
Well,
yeah, it is. What side are you actually looking for?
That's the only one thing I don't like about Gary. That's the only thing I don't like about Gary is every time he comes in, he always thinks that he's taking people's time up. And I'm like, Gary, the whole thing is to keep the chat going. The whole thing is to keep the topic up. The whole thing is to talk. And so
Right.
him coming in, he always keeps the conversation going.
I know, but I talk so much.
It's all right.
That,
It's all right. I listen to you too.
that's what we do here. That's what we do here, Gary.
Here,
Now
let me
here,
show you.
here they have one right here. This is the Omega Series 360, about $219. Looks like that.
Oh, cool.
It's a 360 Magnum.
This is
That's
my
nice.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
I tell you that.
Detector, the 717 detector. I
Huh?
wished I would have known you back before I retired from college. I worked at a college for almost 20 years, and a little over 20 years actually. But I had tons and tons and tons of keys. I had millions of keys. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
I had so many keys. I had the whole entire campus, right? But we had
Oh.
spares, and we had old keys, and we had keys that were condemned. Building rooms and new stuff. We had all kinds of keys.
Yeah.
I wished I would have known you then, because I could have sent you tons.
I am curious, 717 detector. What do y'all do with keys? I'm more. If I had any, I'd send them to you. I just don't know.
Well, he
Typically,
said in the chat, Gary, what he's doing. I'll read it to you. It said, I collect keys for kids at Kidney Foundation. So if you
Right.
have any unused
Yeah.
keys laying around, I want to donate, please donate. Let me
Yeah.
know.
yes, sir. I
Yeah,
do
there's
see.
another one. If you're interested in this one, this is like a 950 Alpha series.
Is
It's
that
like
a
a
good-
clamp magnet. It's like a clamp,
Oh,
Oh,
that
nice.
is. That's nice.
and that there's about $74.99.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
they're expensive. They're expensive, squirrel. That's
I'm-
expensive.
I guess when it comes to something like if donating cars, I understand that you can sell off parts and okay, they scrap them. Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah.
And kidneys is something that's very dear to my heart. I've got one brother that donated a kidney to my other brother, and I would have, except for the fact is I've had a history of kidney stones, and they said I wasn't an acceptable donor, and so
I've only got 1.5 kidneys. So
really,
so
what happened to the half of kidney?
it ruptured. Yeah, I
Oh,
fell
wow.
2 stories onto a concrete pad.
Oh my,
Yeah, and
that's terrible.
I put my elbow
Wait.
into my ribs, into my side, and my elbow actually squashed my kidney. So
Goodness,
that was quite a few years ago, though. But
that hurts just thinking about it, though.
it was, you know what? It wasn't a good time. I spent over a month in the hospital, almost died from it. Mother was called and told, hope for the best, but expect the worst kind of deal. So it was a bad month and a half for sure.
But you lived through it, and we all thankful you did.
I'm shy a little bit of kidney, but that's okay. They say I'll be fine.
Well, it ends up being interesting that one of my brothers now has 3 and one of them has 1. So I'm the only one with 2, and although I guess my sister has, I think she has 2. She may have donated 1 to somebody. My sister's a pretty special lady. She adopted again, I'm just rambling, but my sister adopted she's kind of on my mind right now because they had to go up there to the court today. She's a foster parent, for this young man, less than 2 years old, and when they went to the thing, the parents hadn't done anything to try and get the kid back. And I think my sister's going to end up adopting him too. But she adopted a young boy from China that was special needs, and didn't have a anus, didn't have all sorts of problems, and she's really special. She got that in addition to 2 kids of her own.
Outlaw creative. Good to see you, Outlaw.
Jackson and Judy. Who's Jackson and Judy?
I don't know. I know Judy. I know a Judy that is on.
Judy May. Judy May's in here.
Yeah, but
Jackson.
maybe talk about Jackson, my nephew.
So the dog that she had.
I got a nephew called Jackson that is a really cool kid.
Oh, maybe always talk about. He says, how is Jackson? Jackson and Julie. Saying.
You think that they'd be related? Well, I'll answer from what I know. Jackson, my nephew's doing well, and Judy from the Canadian fishing musician's wife is doing well, as far as I can tell. She's got a beautiful voice. She came on and sang the other day. And,
she's a remarkable lady. In all ways, she is remarkable.
She really is. You hit the nail on the head there.
Well, that's like your video with your cousin, Gary. She's a beautiful lady too. Wow! Oh wow!
She really is.
She is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, now Joy Backman's Misfits, Jack.
Judy May, yeah.
Steven.
Okay.
What's up, Misfit? Backwoods Misfit.
What's up, Steve?
I guess I didn't know that Judy May's dog was named Jackson.
Yeah.
Her fur baby, yeah. Her fur baby. Hopefully all's good. Hopefully it's all good.
Hey,
Judy.
Steve, you want to come up and join us? You can go up. Got enough room. Come up, Backwoods Misfit. Come on and join us up here.
Yeah.
Come on,
Been more
Steven.
than happy to see you again.
Step up here,
Yeah.
Backwoods Misfit.
Steve's been struggling with some stuff too. Steve hasn't been feeling well. That's got me a bit concerned about the community. There's so many people that hasn't been feeling well. Lucky Gary's coming back around because it was kind of worrisome about hearing people not feeling well.
Yeah. Well, I got
Steven, come on up. If you're not, let me know.
Simple perspective. I think everybody's probably heard the story of the fellow who was sad because he had no shoes until he met the man who had no feet. I think it's always a question of perspective. There's always somebody better, and there's always somebody worse.
Yeah, you're right.
So I just try to be happy with wherever I am.
We're allowed to worry about you too, though, Belt Loop. We're allowed to worry about you. We're allowed to worry about you, buddy. Yeah, we're allowed to.
Custom screen printing. I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing that, and I apologize. I just, I need to get accustomed to
Wayne. That's Wayne.
Yeah. Okay, Wayne. Yeah, that's
Wayne.
awesome. In fact, it seems like I had heard that because my middle name's Wayne, and that should be as easy to me. Of course, I never used my middle name, but that's irrelevant.
My middle name was used, Gary, when my mom. But anytime she used my middle name, I was in a lot of trouble, man. When my mom would say Shane David, I was like, "Uh-oh, I got to get out of the house."
I know that feeling. I meant to ask you though, Wayne. I'm assuming you make custom, shirts and I don't know, maybe breeches.
No, I don't do breeches. I only do t-shirts.
Where's my bag on the store?
All right. Well, I was just curious, because I'm thinking about a lot of people have been telling me ought to try to merchandise some of these 29 breeches. I've got some 20, some breeches that got a 29 on them, I'm just thinking I might see if I can't find somebody who can make some material with a 29 on it.
I don't make them. I can, I have vendors that sell anything to people. Like, if you wanted them, I could get them for you from a vendor, but I don't know what material they're made out of. If they're made out of polyester and cotton, I could do print numbers on them.
Okay.
My
Well,
I'm good, Outlaw. I'm good, buddy. I'm good, buddy. Thanks for asking.
my vendor sells everything. They sell even jackets. They sell everything.
That's cool. I'm doing pretty good too, I reckon. I'm doing better than I was a couple days ago.
yeah.
Still
A lot better.
a little bit of sore throat, but it's not as bad as it was. So
I'm
Well,
starting
see,
to,
the thing was, Gary, is while you were driving the other day to the doctor, you were getting worse as you were driving. Your voice was getting more, your voice was struggling more as you were getting to the doctor, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm glad that all went well, and I did test positive, and he gave me these pills, and I'm supposed to take the new procedure with these things is they give you this. There's 5 days worth of pills, and they
Right.
give you this little thing. One of them you can kind of tell is a little gold on one side. That's for the day, the morning, and this side is for the night. So tonight, this is my last day, and so what I'll do, I've already popped out these 3 pills, and tonight I'll pop out these 3 pills and take those later. And so my wife took an at-home test, and I don't think she went to the doctor today, but she is supposed to. I need to ask her about that.
yeah.
But she tested positive. I don't know if it was yesterday or day before, but she's apparently I gave it to her this time. She gave it to me last time. Of course, to be fair, last time it was my own fault anyhow. When I knew she was going to get,
what's up? How you doing? Welcome.
I went over and gave her a nice big old wet sloppy kiss, just to make sure if she did have it, I had it too.
Little bit of everything.
Take one for the team, Gary. Attaboy.
Well, from my perspective, if she's going to go through it, I'm going to go through it too. I don't
Yes,
want her to go. That looks nice.
That is nice.
And there's a shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Print them. Hey, Alyssa. Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you in a while. See you a lot on Instagram.
Yeah, how are you? A little bit of everything.
She's a
A
designer.
little bit of everything. Cool.
She's a good channel.
Yep.
That's a
My
neat
friend.
name.
She's been my
Opens
friend a long time. A long, long time.
Opens up the possibilities. Doesn't nail you into a corner, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we've been doing all right around here. Fact is, it's been pretty hot, and truthfully, I probably ought to go. I think it's raining, so I ain't gonna worry about watering the pepper plants today. But I sure got some that's ready to pull.
Oh,
Any of y'all do gardening? Any of y'all do any gardening?
Yeah, I do, Gary. I've got lots.
Cool. You growing peppers this year?
No. One thing I haven't grown yet, but I have plum trees. I have apple trees. I have grapevine. I have a massive grapevine. I have cherry trees. I have all kinds of berries, bushes all over the property. I've got Macintosh apples.
That's
3 or 4. Yeah, but that's I'm third generation here, right? I'm third generation, so my great grandfather planted a lot of this stuff, and my great grandmother planted a lot of this stuff. So
that is so cool.
Hey, Shane.
yeah, well, the thing is the best thing about it is back when they were growing it, it took so long to grow for them that now I get to get all the my plums and all my apple trees and my grapes. They just hang now. because it's had three generations to grow. Like my grapevine's 45 years old. My plum trees are around the same age, right? So
Cool. Now
Yeah.
I do have the benefit. At my parents' place. My grandfather built the house that my parents have, at least the one up here in Florence. And my grandfather living down in Florida and found a couple of wild blueberry bushes, and he put them up there. He planted them out in his front yard, out by the road, and so the blueberry bushes that's out there that are produced really well this year. Those were ones that my grandfather put in the ground, about 41 years ago.
yeah,
And so
and they're
can
just perfect. They're just perfect now, I bet you.
Well, the thing with blueberry bushes is that you have to prune them back. It's a lot like, I guess,
A
yeah.
grapevine. I have to do the same thing with the grapevine, Gary, every year.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you some about pruning them because I've got, over at my parents' place, I've tried to do something similar to what you and your grandparents have done, or your great grandparents have done. I've put in around mom and daddy's house. I guess I put in 5 apple trees. I put in 2 pawpaw trees. I put in 3 pecan trees. I put in yeah, oh yeah. And then pecan pie, man, you can't beat that. But it's going to be a long time before it starts to produce. But somebody will benefit from it. And they have, let's see what else I put in.
Make some wine.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with the grapes this year.
Now-
Grape wine.
Yeah,
Oh,
grape wine.
we got 2 grapevines. Both are Concord. We've got 2 muscadine, vines. One's a Sweet Jenny, and another one's a Carlos. We've got 1 fig tree over there, 2 or 3 here. We've got outside. I've got 2 pear trees, and there's another pear tree or 2 in the backyard. We've got. I've put in 3 sweet cherry trees. Now, most sweet cherry trees require a lot of chill hours, but these are genetically modified, I think, and they will grow with only 200 to 400 chill hours, which we get that many. We typically get between 500 and 800 chill hours. We've got 6 plum trees, probably 18 asparagus plants. We've got nectarine and peach trees. We've got
nice.
blackberry bushes. We've got all this stuff I've put in the ground basically over the last 2 years. I hadn't done much this year, but I am, before too long, I've got these 2 pear trees and this Fuyu persimmon tree I've got out here. I'm going to be putting them in the ground here in the front yard at some point. I think I'm going to turn my front yard into a orchard, so to speak, and should be fun. But that's
I got a fig bush too that I'm gonna have to the next time I'm gonna have to do a little short and show you. It's the weirdest. It's a fig bush. It's a bush.
See, that to me is interesting.
Well, I want to show you it. It's dark out now, but I'm gonna do a little video on it tomorrow because the fruit's just hanging off of it right now. The fruit's just hanging off of it, and I don't know if it's a fig tree or not. I don't like figs. I don't know if it's a fig tree or not. It looks like a fig to me. It looks like a fig, and So I'll have to pull some off and show you, Gary, and see what you think it is.
Well, I do. I'm really curious to see what that's about. That ought to be really interesting to watch. Hey,
Well,
I've got
like I said, my grandmother planted it there, and I even asked my grandmother about it. I'm like, "What's that fig bush that's beside the garage?" And she goes, "What fig bush?" And I said, "Well, there's a bush there that he grew that has fruit every year, and it looks like figs." And she goes, "Well, I don't." She's 94. I don't remember planting that, she said. But I said, "It's huge now. It's a massive bush," and she doesn't remember planting it. So
I'm glad to see you here a little bit. Glad to
make
see
some
you here.
pig pudding. That sounds like a good
big
idea. to me.
pudding.
But
See, I can't. Yeah, even fig Newtons. I don't like. I don't like the taste of figs. I don't know why. I just never did.
I'm not crazy about 'em either. I'm not crazy about them either, but my wife loves them. You know,
I wish
it's
I wish you guys were closer, Gary. I'd send you every single one of them.
well. I tell you what, if you ever get yourself down this way, you holler. We've got. We'll either go try. And of course, like I said, most of these bushes I've only put in the ground in the last. I did put 4 more of the blueberry bushes in there. That's irrelevant, but we've got
Yeah.
a lot of different things, and they're not all producing just yet. But all in due time. What I'm really looking forward to
Big patties.
Yeah.
By the way, Squirrel, I've been meaning to ask you. Do you ever run into, because you do a lot of stuff around water, whether it's fishing or magnet fishing, do you ever run into like what they call a pawpaw tree down there or up there?
I haven't heard the word pawpaw tree. I never heard that.
Oh,
What
okay.
is it?
A pawpaw tree is a fruit tree that is native to North America, the eastern coast, which I know you're on the eastern coast. And it's usually around somewhere. It's an understory bush, typically, or a tree. A lot of times it will grow in the shade, and it will actually, produce fruit from it. And the fruit are between 3 inches and 5 inches long, and it's
Right.
some people say it has a taste of mango or pineapple, but its consistency is kind of like more like a banana. Because
Never
it's
heard that.
and it grows all the way up to Canada, all the way down, I believe.
1776. Welcome.
But I know some towns up in the Midwest, I think actually have pawpaw festivals. I've never had one, but I bought 2 pawpaw trees. You're supposed to have at least 2 pawpaw trees in order to make them produce fruit. And so I bought 2 pawpaw trees, and they're planted out there at Mom and Daddy's. And so I'm hoping one day they have to be genetically different, though, which I don't know what that means other than it can't be a clone of each other. I guess that's the main thing.
Hey, AR Guns. What's up, AR Guns? What's up, buddy?
What's up?
1776.
1776.
Yeah,
Good
welcome.
to see you. But I was just curious, and if you want to look it up, it's like technical scientific term, I think, is Asimina triloba. And they're not pollinated by bees, though. They're pollinated by flies. Some people will actually take roadkill
Why don't you come up?
and put roadkill
Hey,
there.
Tasha.
Come on up, Tasha. Join us.
What's up, Tasha?
Come on,
Tasha,
join us.
what's up?
Shane's up here. Come on up here. Come on and join us. Shane's up here.
Well, it's good
Tasha.
to see you, Tasha.
Yes, AR Guns. What's up? Good to see you. I'm not dressed to come up.
Oh, okay.
AR Guns 176.
Shane, she don't come up here. You're lucky.
Yeah, well, we're going. Tash is going to go live in a little bit, so
Oh yeah, she'll
I'm going to
she'll
be
talk.
I'm going to be going over there and visiting the truck stop,
So I'll be
seeing
there
what's
too.
up. Oh yeah, I
Maybe
know.
we'll come over there, Ryan Williams, and play that song to you again. Be fun.
Ryan Williams, God love him. God love Ryan.
Now, he's
That keeps.
What are you doing here?
do I know?
Uh,
We'll get the
employee.
best job.
Okay.
We'll get the best job.
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot of times a man gets a certain sense of satisfaction out of working with his hands. My father was more of a, didn't do a whole lot of working with his hands, but he seemed to receive a great deal of satisfaction out of his job anyhow. But
Yeah, well, see, I did when I started out. I was logging. When I started out, I logged in BC, and I ran a lumber company in Ontario. And then I went back to school and became an aircraft maintenance engineer, and then changed from that career to working at the college, of course, and being a shop steward, union ERO. And it wasn't
cool.
fun. That job sucked. But I didn't do anything with my hands. That was only for my mind, I guess.
Well, I derive a whole lot of enjoyment out of gardening, and that's I guess you could say it's like a kid playing in the dirt.
Yeah.
But it's good to see you again, AR Guns. LED strips at Home Depot. I used to work at Home
Yeah,
Depot.
sure. AR Guns. This is our game room.
Jerry, I work on my hands, so I build my own T-shirt press and my hat press, my sleeve press.
I bet that's very satisfying.
Yep.
Take the materials and produce a product that somebody wants to buy and do it in a professional manner. That's that's a good thing. Very good thing. So these days, most all I do is push a pencil, push a pen. But that's
Jamie kept it home. He had a ghost in there, and I chased it out.
I had something playing with my lights and my everything. But again, we've had a lot of stuff happen on this homestead. over the generations, a lot of stuff's happened here.
Not no more.
So
It's quiet now, ain't it?
it is nice and quiet.
there we go. And the dumpster try to put out a garden
I try to put them out in a garden if I feel good to do that. Yeah. Outlaw Creative. That's a good idea. That's a real good idea.
Seems Junior. We call him Junior.
Junior, yeah.
We got dumpster diving.
Real good idea, buddy.
Hey, if they're gonna throw them away, might as well make use of them.
Yep.
Well, if you can get them to grow, why not let them grow? Absolutely. Throw them in the ground, let them grow, become whatever they're going to become. Somebody will use them, or somebody will look at them.
If nothing else, you got some good, some of them plastic pots are good to grow in, and the medium. You got to have something that's got to be grown in. May have to do a little refreshing on it, but that ain't never hurt nobody.
Yeah.
I never planned anything before 2020. Never did. Didn't know the first thing about plants. Didn't care anything about them. As far as I was concerned, the only thing about the plant was, you cut it up, put it on a plate, you ate it. But
oh, nice, Taffy. You got a lot done.
Wow.
You got a lot done, girl. Today. That's good. Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Now you can sit up on the deck, up on the benches, and you get in the pool. Yeah, that's nice.
You know, that reminds me.
I know she was working on that today. Her and Mother Hen and Jamie and George, they were all working on that today, getting that all squared
Shane,
away.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would love to see her throw you in the pool.
Me in a pool? You'll never
Yeah.
get me in a pool. You'll never get me in a
Why?
pool, buddy.
Why?
Why? I can't do the water thing. I had I can't do the water thing. I
You can
can't.
get in a kiddie pool.
What?
I said you can get into a kiddie pool.
I can. Yeah, I can do the kiddie pool. I can do the
Get
kiddie
some
pool, no
water.
problem.
Wait, I got an
But
idea.
it's
We'll
anything
get
that goes. It's anything that if I fell down, it would go over my head.
I'll get some water
So
guns.
I could do a kiddie pool. I could do one of those little kiddie pools, or that's
Okay.
it. That's it. I don't do water.
Yeah.
I
Then
hate
better
water.
idea.
Me and water are enemies. What?
I'll get a super soaker and give everybody a super soaker, and we'll chase you around.
Yeah,
the
I
property.
could do that. I could do a slippy slide. I could do a flippy slide,
Oh,
or
I need a super soaker. You know what that is?
yeah, I know
water
what
gun.
they are.
We give
It's
them
a
all,
gun, isn't
everybody, to Tasha, to me, Squirrel, Gary, and myself. We'll all shoot you with them.
The dog. Yeah, you'll drown
Yeah.
me. I thought we were friends, guys. Girls, I thought we were friends.
Couldn't bring it up to do.
I'm like fooling with you, Shane.
I know.
You said I'll set up the
I'll set
dog
up the
pool.
dog pool. Yeah, see? And Tasha has one for me. Tasha already has a pool for me. So I'm set when I go to Tasha's house. I'm all
and they
set.
shoot up a super soaker too, and shoot you with
Yeah.
it.
The
Well,
top-
if you watch Tasha's channel, she's got these little water bottles that she shoots the cats with in the house. Right? So that's a super soaker right there.
little mister, maybe. You know, it's funny you should say that, though. Makes me think about, the back porch at the place we used to live in. I used to work twice I worked for a company by the name of Cowboy Maloney's. And the first time, I remember they had, y'all familiar Sirius satellite radio, right? All right.
Yep, I remember that.
The very first Sirius satellite radio ever sold was sold at Cowboy Maloney's at the I-55 North location. They were planning it. They knew they were going to sell it. They already had arranged who they were going to sell it to. In fact, Sirius lined up a party to take place there at Cowboy Maloney's, which is where I was working. Well, they had this huge party the night before.
Yeah, Junior.
They put out one of these big circus tents, and they had an open bar. All this, you know how these Hollywood types do, or these, I don't know, Nashville types, I guess. But they had an open bar where you could go get, this type of beer, that type of beer, whatever you wanted. And they had some older celebrities like, are you familiar with Tom T. Hall, or he was there, and
I heard of him.
Okay, and they had Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, the one that was remaining. They just had a bunch of, well, you've surely heard of who was that? Randy Travis.
Right.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Randy Travis was there for the opening that day, but that night Randy Travis hadn't made it at that point. But that's totally beside the point. It's not like me and any of these folks.
Randy Travis is a wild man. Randy Travis likes to have fun.
Well, he was just there signing autographs and what have you on that day. But that night, the night
They've been going back and forth about it. I tried to get it done at least an hour ago, but they
Keep talking.
But so we had this party. I took 2 of those beers home with me. They were Heinekens. I set them in the refrigerator. And then I went and got me a couple of glass mugs, and I put those in the freezer because ain't nothing like a nice cold beer in a glass mug. It's frozen.
Yep.
And I was waiting for just the right day. Not every day is a day that you just feel like, wow, this is something. But I was waiting for that day. And it took a month or 2 for this day to come along. But when you got up that morning, you got out and the air was perfect. I mean, it sends chill bumps just thinking, how beautiful this day was. I still had to go to work. So I loaded up and I went to work, and I'm sitting there thinking all day about, this is a day that is worthy of drinking those 2 Heinekens that I got from that fancy party. The whole day I was sitting here thinking about that. I was thinking, yep, man, the clouds are just perfect. Not too many, not too few of them. The air was nice and crisp. Wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. I mean, the kind of day you just want to get up and say, wow, I need to be fishing. I was thinking about that all day.
Or drinking cold beer.
So I go home. That I wasn't working the late shift that day. I was working the shift that I got off a little early. So I went home. I went on my back porch that hadn't been swept in probably a year. And I sat there and swept that porch off. I cleaned that table off, got all that tar, that pine tar off that table. I got out, I broke out 2 tiki torches, filled them bad boys to the brim with tiki torch oil. I sat there and set them up one on either corner of the porch. I sat there and lit those bad boys. I had my tiki torches going. I had the perfect weather on my side. And I go in, I say, now it's time to get them beers. I'm going to go get me a beer. So I go and I pull one of them mugs, ice cold glass mug out of the freezer. And I set it up on the counter. And that one right there was the one I was going to enjoy first. So then I go to the refrigerator and I grab one of these 2 Heinekens, right? And I bring it out and I get me Heineken ain't one of these twist off. No, sir. You got to get you a can opener, a bottle opener for a Heineken. So at least that was my memory of it. And so I got me a bottle opener and I went to pop the top off on it and it just goes clunk. And so I take it and I pour it into the mug. And you pour a nice cold beer into a mug, it's gonna have a head on it.
Yeah.
Right? There was no head on it. It was clear. And I tasted it was just water. So then I went and I got the other mug. I put it on the counter. I said, well, okay, we had one mistake. Not going to let it ruin my day. So I went and got that other Heineken. Popped it. It says plunk. I poured it in there. There's no head on it. It was clear. It was water. My wife's uncle that was staying with us had drank my 2 beers and put the lid back on it.
Oh my
I was so upset.
No.
My wife could see, the steam coming out of my ears. I was upset. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, absolutely.
She sat there and she said,
Yeah.
Go sit out on the back porch. I'll go buy you a 6-pack of Heineken. I said, no, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about those 2 beers all day long. Those are the beers I got from that fancy party. It ain't gonna work. I did not get my satisfaction at all.
No.
Just-
And then to
that
get
was-
ripped off on top of it.
That's
To get
right.
ripped off on top of it.
Well, that boy robbed me blind. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'd
obviously.
be pissed off too. I'd be pissed.
Obviously.
Oh, I had a $300 ladder. That boy, and that boy or his dadgum home skillet he had running around with him must have taken and the hocked or something. But I never saw it again. The fact is, that boy robbed me blind. He took advantage. I ain't even gonna go into everything he stole from me. That's irrelevant. The fact is, I'd have traded it all for just those 2 beers at that moment.
Yeah. I've been there. I haven't been that ripped off though, Gary, but I
Well-
have been there where, I'm gonna enjoy something I've been waiting for, and I get to it and it's not what you expected. Yeah, but that's a terrible story, Gary. Never tell that story ever again.
It is terrible.
Yeah, I like my beer too, Gary. I like my beer too, and that's just a terrible story.
It is. You know what? I got to go get me a beer. I'll be right back.
There you go, Gary. I'm having one right now too, Gary. So we're good, boy. We're good.
Shane, if I had the scope of soccer, I'd shoot you with it.
I need a beer.
Well, I gave away to
I like my beer. I like my beer. I have
do
a couple of beer every weekend, and sometimes I start early. Sometimes I start on a Thursday, and sometimes I don't finish until Monday, like today.
Hey,
But
if you're gonna make your own wine, right? With your bare feet,
What?
put it on a video. Let me see you dance, like on the grapes. Bare feet.
see, but my favorite beer, right, is a Bush. My favorite beer is Bush.
I'm pulling off the stickers on this thing so that we don't run into any problems.
Yeah, I usually try to hold my hand over it so I don't.
Well, you're doing
bust it.
better, Shane.
Once you get one of those hand coolers that goes over the can, you won't know what's in it. You have one like
I
that?
find those make your beer warm. I find those turn your beer warm. I don't like beer coffee.
This is
I
just
don't
a
like
root.
that thing.
This is just a root beer.
I don't care. Drink it.
Yeah,
No,
it's just
no.
that's the brown bottle.
Well, see, I'm lying.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's for any censors that come up. I can tell them I was drinking a root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, how does he know I'm lying about? I might be lying about lying. You never know.
No, Gary, I don't
what
think
you're
you lie.
talking about.
You're not a liar.
Well,
You're
I'm
not a
just
liar.
talking about the censors. The censors don't know whether it's true, real, or imagined.
You might play that song for him. Try to see you all the time, Shane. That song is funny. I can't help it. I laugh if you never hear that.
Ryan got me. Ryan's got me. Saturday I uploaded Thanksgiving meal. Oh, nice, Judy May. I'll have to go and watch that. I was a little disappointed with the cooking one, that one that you did, the sauerkraut. I don't like sauerkraut. I can't stand that stuff.
You don't like sauerkraut?
No, God, no. No.
You just
No.
ain't had the right situation. Hey, I'm
I
gonna tell
don't
you.
know. Judy May the other day was cooking it. She cooked it with some hot dogs and some this type of sausage that she cooked it with, and it did look good. It's just I can't get by the sauerkraut.
Hey,
If you go live, I'll be there. I'll be there at 9:30.
if you can't, you can't. But there's a sandwich that I make on occasion. I don't care for any one of the ingredients, not at all. I got better preferences on a lot of different things, but I can't. You give bread You give me a slice of white bread, some of that bunny bread, something like that, and I'm happy as a pig in slop. But rye bread, no. You get now mustard is a condiment. I guess it's not my favorite condiment, but it is a condiment. But you take a slice of rye bread. Excuse me.
Sure.
Throw a little mustard on it. Now, think about cheese. What's my favorite?
I love cheese.
I love cheese too. But my favorite's gonna be American sliced. You throw that on a hot dog, and man, that's some good eating. But but Swiss cheese, really? You throw a slice of Swiss cheese on there. Now, once you put the Swiss cheese on there, all right, then, and I know you're gonna hate me for this one, Shane. I'm sorry, you're gonna hate me. But get you some sauerkraut, put it in. But now, hear me out. I ain't a fan of it. But you get you some sauerkraut, throw that in a skillet, and heat that bad boy up and fry it up. All right. Now, at that point, you can throw it on like a saucer, and then throw another saucer on top of that. Hold it over the sink and squeeze it to get rid of that juice. You don't want a soggy sandwich, do you, Shane?
No.
You got to hold that over the sink and squeeze that bad boy, get rid of that juice. But all you really get, it's like a slice of lettuce, except for it's sauerkraut. Still, it's sauerkraut, People buy them by themselves. I ain't a huge sauerkraut fan. But, once you get that Swiss cheese on there, then you throw that sauerkraut on top of that. Now, at this point, I don't care for pickles. But yet you get them sliced, sandwich pickles, you got to slap it up beside, the bottom so all that juice will drip off of it. But you get these, you get a couple of those slicers and slap it a few times and then throw it on top of that sauerkraut. Now, once you've done that, and you better have already planned this other part out because it's important. You got to get some kielbasa. You got to get you some kielbasa and throw that in a pot of water, or you can fry it. Hey, baby, I'm just telling them how to make a German sandwich. Now, a little bit.
Hey,
sometimes.
Tammy. How are you, Tammy? Tammy?
Hey,
Not so good.
not so good, she said.
Yeah, I'm
She
hearing you. Yeah, she's not feeling good, the poor thing.
You put the kielbasa on there. And then you put that a little mayo and slap that on top on it. Now remember, you're gonna have to cut this in half because I am drinking a beer. It's a brew. I don't know if it'll react with medication or not. I ain't had no problem yet. I'm not going to shoot you, baby. You're going to have to eat. You're just going to have to stuff it through.
You just gonna have to.
No, baby, you're not allowed to shoot yourself. You ain't going to make it into heaven if you shoot yourself. You know that.
Well, see, if you shoot me, I will. If you want
I ain't going to shoot you, baby. If
No,
anybody,
he would never do that. He would
Anyhow.
never do that, Tammy.
oh no,
I might shoot you.
well, Tammy might shoot me. That'd be all right. Unless you, I just hope if she shoots me, she don't shoot me in the wobbly bits. Anyhow, do what, babe? She said she'd have to shoot me live on camera because I ain't never off the YouTube. Anyhow,
Yeah.
take that sandwich and you cut it in half. All right. Then just take half that bad boy and take you a good big old bite. None of them things taste good by themselves. None of them. But you slap them together, and man, that's like heaven on wheels, or heaven in a sandwich. I don't know what you want to call it, but that's some good eating.
Yeah, Gary. You know what? We'll have to meet. We'll have to meet because I don't do crazy things like that. But if we meet and we have a few wobbly pops, you never know what'll happen.
There we go. There we go. We'll have to get together and hoist a few and get a few sandwiches. You know,
one thing I like to do, Gary, is I like to have some beers and I like to eat.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Great.
Makes you hungry.
Yeah, I
Shane.
love it.
Oh, I'm good. I got my beer right now. I got ice cream in the freezer.
I got a fridge full. I got a fridge full of ice cream. I got a fridge full of some wobbly pops. I'm doing good. My cousin brought me a bottle of Shine, homemade Shine here the other day that I got sitting there. I'm all set. I'm all set.
Shine is an interesting subject to me. I used to watch that show Moonshiners.
Yeah.
And that seems like that'd be an interesting thing to do. It's not that complicated. You know, if you think about
it, is dangerous though. It is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
It is dangerous. Yeah.
Yes, it is. But well, especially when you're out running from the popo, and you get that steel that could blow up, and think about it now, Gary. You're a police officer. Well,
not a lot of police officers know what stills are or what they're capable of. So when they come into, I've watched those shows too, and when they come into those areas, they're taking their lives at risk. Like big time.
That's true. The fact is that alcohol could blow up. Alcohol will turn into a gas at 180. I think it's 186 and maybe 181. Anyhow, it will turn into an from a liquid into a gas at that temperature.
Alcohol makes them talk more.
Apparently, Tammy said,
there's no way, Tammy. There's no way.
She's funny. She got a great sense of humor. There ain't no doubt about that.
She does. She's a great lady. You're a lucky guy, Gary.
I think so. But
I think you are too, man.
All you got to do to have liquor is make throw some corn or something, some starches in there, a little bit of yeast, let it ferment a little bit, and then you want to heat it up to where it's just hot enough to evaporate that alcohol, but not the water, because the water is going to evaporate at 212 degrees. So I mean, think about it. That's what temperature water boils. That's what temperature it turns to steam. But alcohol,
at 100. So
in order to siphon off that liquor, all you got to do is catch that steam as it's rising up between 181 and preferably below 212. So now you don't want to be poisoned, so you got to use something that ain't going to poison it. So you don't want to use lead. You got to use something like copper. And they got those. If you want to double the alcohol content of it, get you a thumper keg. But that's the bottom line is you got to cool it back.
Gary, you know a lot about this, my friend.
Well, it's from a scientific inquiry standpoint, it ain't exactly that hard. So,
Gary, you're a police officer. Don't you worry about you might be going to the pokey if they catch you making liquor?
I ain't never made no liquor.
He's not doing it. No, he's just telling. He's not doing it, Wayne. He's just. I think Gary's seen a lot in his time.
I know how to do it.
But
I think Gary's seen a lot
about it. I wonder if you ever did it or what.
Well, I can tell you, I ain't gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is that you know, they can't catch you doing something you ain't doing. So and besides, you know, here's something else. Here's another little interesting thing. Now, are you in the United States or you in Canada?
Who?
You. I know Shane's in
I'm in
Canada.
the U.S. I'm in the United States. I don't drink liquor either.
Yep.
That's another.
Okay. Did you know that you can get an alternative fuel license and make liquor legal?
I don't want to make liquor. I don't want to blow my house up. What do you think I am,
Well,
nuts?
Not every steel goes up in smoke.
I will mine.
No,
If I
do it
make-
outside. Never do it in your house. Always do it
Yeah,
outside.
Fireworks, and I'll get arrested by someone. My stupid, I might blow
My
it up.
point
Yeah,
is-
we always do our stuff. We always do our stuff. Our still and all our stuff's always outside.
Well, I know that.
Always
but I mean,
outside in the open air. In the open air. You know, we
won't
don't.
allow
We
you to do that
didn't
around
do
where I
that.
live.
Well,
You won't allow that
my
around.
point is
where I
just
live.
that you can
Well,
get.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something that's very tasty. Is Canadian maple shine. No joke. Canadian
Okay.
maple shine. No joke. It is delicious. It is an amazing drink. It is.
Well,
You heard that from Shane.
if I ever make it to Canada, I will see if I can find me a bootlegger and ask him for Canadian maple shine.
You come to my house, Gary. You come to my house. You come to
Perfect.
my house.
I'll come. We'll hang out, throw a line in for a little bit. You know,
We got the Bay of Fundy right here. We got the Bay of Fundy right in my backyard. We can. You want to catch a shark? You want to catch a shark?
okay, sure. I've caught one before though.
Yeah, we got great whites. We got great whites just off the coast of Nova Scotia.
Now I did catch about a 10, 11 foot, you know, shark one time, and we were out deep sea fishing, and got a hold of him, hooked him, you know, got him all the way up to the top, and there was this huge freaking shark on this line. Now we didn't land him, but we got it. We did. I got him all the way up to the top. He was sitting there on top of the water, and but just as he went, you know, the deckhand went to go cut the line, and the line broke. You know, right before he. So, you know, the fact is, I guess we wouldn't have actually been able to catch him, bring him in. Of course, who'd want a shark flopping around at your feet, jagged teeth and everything? I don't.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's just something you don't want, Gary. You're right, man. We get great whites. We get great whites here in the coast of Nova Scotia and the Atlantic Ocean. We get these great whites that are 20 feet, you know, 20 feet long, right?
That's huge.
And they
That
get
would be
caught in weirs. They get. You know what a weir is? Do you know what a weir is, Gary?
No, I know what a weird
fishing weir? What a fishing weir is it's a net that's set up. It's set up vertically. It's set up vertically, and what happens is when the tide goes out, they have these nets set up. When the tide comes in, the fish get caught up in these what they call weirs, and when the tide goes back out, they're always caught up in the net. Then they just come down to the weir, and because the tide's out, the weir's exposed. So they just come down and pull all the fish, all different kinds of fish, everything. But a lot of what's been going on lately is they've been catching these big great white sharks in them, right? So it's been and it's only been the last couple of years that the great whites have actually been coming close to shore.
Really?
Yeah, it's a weird phenomenon.
That is weird.
Well,
See,
that's why I tell my kids, don't go swimming, don't go too far out, because those great whites will beach themselves to get you. If they're hungry enough, they will beach themselves to get you, and they will get back out. But they will beach themselves to grab a hold of you. It's happened.
I've seen videos on them things. I don't want any of them to get a hold of me. That's for sure.
No, we're pretty well done. If they get a good grip on you, you're going out. You're going out.
Done for. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be a meal, and hopefully that they start at your head and not at your feet. I was always taught back in the day I was always told by fishermen as a joke, if you ever get in confrontation with a shark, head towards them head first. Because you want it over with quick. You don't want them to chew you up.
Yeah. You remember the movie Jaws?
Oh, absolutely.
That was a good movie.
It was, and it scared the crap out of us Nova Scotians.
Oh, it scared the crap out of a lot of people. Beaches. Yeah. When that came out, beaches were bare. I don't blame them. But the truth
and then
is,
there was a big bounty on them. Do you remember that, Gary? There was a big bounty on sharks after Jaws. People were killing them.
Call that.
Left, right, and center, right?
That's just one of nature's, God's creatures. So the fact is, folks ought to let. That's just like some people are scared of snakes.
Yeah,
I get.
Hey, I'm no good with snakes, buddy, or spiders, or yeah.
No sense in bothering a creature if it ain't messing with you.
Yeah.
And a lot of them snakes are good for your house. Now, if it was a cottonmouth or a rattlesnake or something, I understand killing it. You don't want it to kill any of your pets or your family or anything. Definitely don't want it killing me. But but a lot of them snakes, they'll eat the rats and the mice, and they're good for the yard. We've had a couple snakes as pets. It's just understanding. I always try to be the type of person who's going to look at something for what it actually is, rather than making a decision based on fear or anything like that. Of course, I ain't.
Yeah, me too, man.
No,
I've always been like that.
So,
I mean, when I logged, Gary, when I was logging in British Columbia, they used to call me the Bear Whisperer. They used to call me the Bear Whisperer because every time we were logging, the bears would always end up like grizzly bears. I'm talking, 1,000-pound, 1,200-pound grizzlies, male silverbacks, only feet away from me. And they would be watching. I've had it happen quite a few times logging, and that's why the guys, because when we're logging, if a grizzly bear comes into the territory, we have to stop logging. We have to let the animal go through the site, do its natural self, and then once it's gone, we can fire back up. We can log again, right? But every time grizzly was coming in, or a sow and her cubs, it would always end up my side of the. I did highly logging. It would always end up on my side of the road, and I would just talk to it. I would talk to it like a dog. I would talk to it like a dog. I would just say, "Hey, buddy, how are you? What's going on, friend? I'm only here. I'm not. Hey, I'm sorry. I'll back off, buddy." And the thing, many times they would just stare at me, and they wouldn't. Yeah. They wouldn't. I had a couple of false charges, but just to get the hair standing on the back of my neck up, and then I would just back away slowly, back away, and then I would get back to the landing, and the guys would all be up in the trucks and the crummies, and they'd be saying, "Shane, geez, man, like, don't talk to them."
Yeah, they're
so
not.
I became the Bear Whisperer.
Very cool. The Bear Whisperer. I like it. Yeah. That's pretty sharp. I don't reckon I'll have
enough. I gotta jump down, guys. I gotta jump down. I gotta go get ready, and then I'm gonna go over and visit Tasha. If you guys are coming over, that's where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be over at the truck stop.
All right.
I'm gonna grab another beer. And I'm gonna go over there and see Tasha for a little bit. I'll see you guys later on. Take care, Squirrel. We'll see you, Gary, and Wayne. We'll see you.
Okay. I'll let Joe know before I leave, though, because to tell him. But I'll see you later, Gary, over there. So take care. Nice
I'll be there. It's a pleasure getting to, appreciate you letting me on your string.
You're always welcome here. Always.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, Squirrel,
Yeah.
we're gonna go over Tasha, so we're gonna shut this down. And we'll go over and wait
I
for
was
her to
about ready to
come
shut down. I was about ready to leave anyhow.
on. Okay, so take care and be safe, all right?
I will. I'll see you over there.